I'm Marcus Aurelius. What is a life well lived?
Live a good life. If there are gods and they are just, then they will not care how devout you have been, but will welcome you based on the virtues you have lived by. If there are gods, but unjust, then you should not want to worship them. If there are no gods, then you will be gone, but will have lived a noble life that will live on in the memories of your loved ones. Practice the following virtues: temperance, wisdom, courage, justice. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Waste no more time arguing about what a good person should be. Be one. It is not death that a person should fear, but they should fear never beginning to live. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you. While you live, while it is in your power, be good. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now, take what's left and live it properly. What doesn't transmit light creates its own darkness. Do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life. Perfection of character is this: to live each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretense. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. What we do now echoes in eternity.
How should one organize the mind?
You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. You are a little soul carrying about a corpse, as Epictetus used to say. It is in your power to withdraw yourself whenever you desire. Perfect tranquility within consists in the good ordering of the mind, the realm of your own. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. What do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for, the things I was brought into the world to do? Or is this what I was created for, to huddle under the blankets and stay warm? Here is a rule to remember in future when anything tempts you to feel bitter. Not this is misfortune, but to bear this worthily is good fortune. You always own the option of having no opinion. There is never any need to get worked up or to trouble your soul about things you can't control. These things are not asking to be judged by you. Leave them alone. For it is in your power to retire into yourself whenever you choose. Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if thou wilt always look. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love.
How should one deal with the opinions of other people?
If any person despises me, that is his problem. My only concern is not doing or saying anything deserving of contempt. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Begin each day by telling yourself, today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness, all of them due to the offender's ignorance of what is good or evil. But for my part, I have long perceived the nature of good and its nobility, the nature of evil and its meanness, and also the nature of the culprit himself, who is my brother, not in the physical sense, but as a fellow creature similarly, endowed with reason and a share of the divine. Therefore, none of those things can injure me, for nobody can implicate me in what is degrading. Neither can I be angry with my brother or fall foul of him, for he and I were born to work together, like a man's two hands, feet, or eyelids, or the upper and lower rows of his teeth. To obstruct each other is against nature's law, and what is irritation or aversion but a form of obstruction? If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth, by which no one was ever truly harmed. It is the person who continues in his self-deception and ignorance who is harmed. How much time he gains who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks, but only at what he does himself, to make it just and holy. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? When another blames you or hates you, or people voice similar criticisms, go to their souls, penetrate inside, and see what sort of people they are. You will realize that there is no need to be racked with anxiety, that they should hold any particular opinion about you. Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart.